Hi, welcome to Tell Your Growth Story with Numbers. In the last video, I covered the right-hand side of the business model, which is where you think about value creation for your customers. In this video, I will cover the left-hand side, which is around the operational aspects of your business. I will explain how the blocks on the left-hand side drive costs. The blocks on the left-hand side consist of key activities, resources, and partners. Firstly, I want to explain the interrelationship between the three blocks, and then I will dive into how they drive costs. Let's start with key activities. Key activities are important activities that a company must do to make its business model work. Key resources are required to support these key activities. For example, your human capital, your cash, your intellectual property. And key partners supply resources as well as perform the key activities. And then key activities will drive the costs incurred in the production of these services and products, which includes customer acquisition and retention. But these has already been covered in the previous video. To avoid double counting, costs should be captured on an activity basis. So let's look at the implication of growth on costs. Like what we saw in the earlier video, growth will likely drive down the costs due to the economies of scale and scope. However, unanticipated risks like rising material costs due to supply chain disruption, increase in delivery costs due to manpower shortage, may render the cost to be higher than expected. So now let's recap on what we have learned in this video. We started by focusing on the relationship between the blocks on the left-hand side of the business model with costs. These blocks are key activities, key resources, and key partners. We saw that the cost of key partners and key resources supports the provision of the key activities block. With growth, we can also expect economies of scale or scope to drive down the cost. However, we also need to watch out for unanticipated risks, which may drive up costs. The next task for you is to start developing or reviewing your cash flow projection based on the insights you have obtained from causes 1 and 2. As previously mentioned, we are not expecting you to prepare the cash flow projection from scratch, and you are encouraged to use whatever existing projections you already have. We have prepared a job aid to support you to do this. This job aid is a checklist that summarizes how factors in each block of the business model impacts revenue or cost. We will be also using the same checklist to capture insights and actions during our one-on-one consultation. So please complete your cash flow projection before you start on the next course on understanding the shape of your cash flow projection. See you soon.